Go. What's wrong with you, bro?
Don't move. Light off.
Oh shit. That is. Oh. I've been hearing this wailing sound.
Camping is meant to be a peaceful escape into nature, a time to relax, unwind, and enjoy the great outdoors. But sometimes the wilderness hides more than just wildlife. In this video, we're counting down the 6 most disturbing camping encounters ever caught on camera. These terrifying moments will make you think twice before venturing into the wild alone. This video was captured by Kazi, a YouTuber known for his thrilling explorations into haunted and abandoned places. Kazi's channel has been around for almost a decade, showcasing everything from entertaining content to eerie explorations. But this time, his adventure brings him close to home. He's venturing into a haunted forest in Ottawa, a place steeped in mystery and dark rumors. Thankfully, Kazi isn't going alone. He's joined by 2 good friends, Danny and Ali.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Kazi Official, and welcome to another video. So let me get right to it. 25 years ago in my neighborhood that I grew up in with the boy Danny and Ali, who's over there. We grew up in a neighborhood, and there was this massive forest. It was a terrifying forest because we were told as kids to never go into the forest. Apparently there was this tall figure, old man that walked around with a shotgun, and so we stayed out. We never went, but some of our friends actually went into the forest. Ali actually knows the childhood friend that went in there. And what's your recollection of what happened?
So Rani and Mark went into the forest. They're 2 of our friends from childhood. They ventured off deep in. No matter what we said, they wanted to go. We tried to tell them not to, and they got chased out by a dude wearing all black and a shotgun.
So why is that important today? Well, there's a rumor in the city that we're from, Ottawa, that there's this old man or tall man. It's very similar to what we grew up with, walking around in a black robe or a black shadow figure. We've heard mixed things, different things. So we actually want to go explore together.
This forest has been part of their lives since childhood, but they've always been warned to stay away. Local legend tells of a dangerous man with a gun lurking in the woods. And even now, 20 years later, those same rumors are whispered through the neighborhood. Now, old enough to face their fears, they decide it's time to uncover the truth.
So we just parked outside of the forest. Well, the thing is, the forest is so massive that anywhere is the forest, right, Danny? Because I'm absolutely terrified. Like, that's why.
You know what hit me on our way here?
What?
Usually we drive hours to get to the location. We go there far away from home.
This was close to home.
This hits very close to home.
Literally.
When they arrive and park at the edge of the forest, they're only minutes away from stepping into the unknown. Despite the growing unease, they enter the forest, determined to uncover its secrets. At first, everything seems normal, but when they stray from the main trail, things quickly take an unsettling turn.
I don't know about you guys, but I have no signal.
Where? Oh, shh.
We have to leave right here. We have to leave right now.
Well, hold on. How many is that? How many? Those are coyotes for sure, right?
A coyote.
Well, how many?
Suddenly, eerie laughter echoes through the trees, a sound known to be made by coyotes. The boys are on edge, realizing there could be a whole pack nearby. Choosing caution, they take another path deeper into the woods, unknowingly stumbling upon something unexpected.
There you go.
What the hell is this?
Yo, there's a door and it's actually open.
Yo, I'm gonna check this side. We came off trail and we just found a busted down shed.
Yo, look through the gates, look at this.
You guys are inside? How'd you get in?
An abandoned cabin hidden within the forest catches their attention. Curious, they approach and decide to enter. What they find is disturbing.
What the hell is this?
Bro, look at this.
What the hell is this? Yo, be careful. What?
Yo, is that a cell like this right there?
Don't touch it with your hand, bro. Don't touch it with your hand.
Does anybody have gloves?
Clearly been here and did something. Why is there salt, by the way?
Bro, there's somebody doing a ritual. This is like full-on ritual shit.
Yeah. No, I know. Like, this looks like a ritual that we would do.
A strange ritual scene is laid out in the middle of the room. Salt, candles, and a mirror sit ominously at the center, hinting at something dark. But there's more.
The hell did you find? Who found this, by the way?
Ali found the house just sitting in front of me.
Bro, look at all these canes. I'm like,
Yo, it's gonna have snacks.
Look at this. Look.
It's gonna have snacks.
Food.
oh shit.
Recently used food suggests someone else has been here. Instead of leaving, the boys decide to perform their own ritual using the items left behind. What happens next will haunt them.
Eth, Rof, Niap, Ro. Oh my god.
Bro, we have to leave.
Yo, it got very eerie. You hear that? Something, yo, that wasn't outside. That was in here. Something fell. Something in here.
Something fell from the top.
Okay. There's no, we don't have to panic. We don't have to panic. It's fine.
It could have just been something fell. It could have been just
Something, it was in here. That was, I didn't finish it. I didn't finish it.
No, but I don't even think you
Because
should.
you were
Bro.
seeing it a second time.
You think so?
Yeah. Just try. You want to finish it? Or you
Honestly, I don't care about the stupid ritual. Can we grab a... Okay, no, let's, hold on. Okay, wait, hold on.
grab a stick. Grab a stick.
Okay.
Grab a stick.
Okay, we need to put this out.
In the middle of their ritual, two loud bangs suddenly echo through the cabin, sending the group into chaos. Unsure if the sounds are paranormal or if someone is lurking outside, they quickly leave, seeking safety. But as they step outside, safety is the last thing they find.
These damn thorns, man. My light's dead for my camera. I'm using my phone. Like, this is messed
How
up.
do we get out of here?
What the? No.
What? Go. What's wrong with you, bro?
What do you mean, go?
Bro, I literally just saw someone standing there, bro. Go.
Hold on, here, give me, let me see.
No,
Yeah, bro, you're seeing things out. You're seeing things.
anything.
Bro, there's literally nothing.
Oh my god.
Where?
Step back. Hello? Holy, you saw that, right? You saw that.
Where's the way out, man?
It's this way, Danny. This way.
A man appears, watching them from the bushes. They can tell he's a threat, but something about him feels off. Not waiting to find out, they bolt, running as fast as they can, choosing safety over confrontation. But it seems the unknown man wants exactly that.
Man, hold on. Do you hear?
Bro, I see a light.
Yo, get it, go. Holy. Go.
With a flashlight in hand, the man sprints after them. Chaos erupts once again as they flee through the dense forest. Finally, they make it to the car, speeding away to safety. But even as they drive off, one question lingers in their minds. Who was that man? Could he be the person everyone has been warning them about? They may never know for sure, but one thing is certain. None of them will ever set foot in that forest again. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and to thank you for being part of this horror-loving community, we're giving away a special gift once we hit that milestone. If you haven't already, subscribe now, turn on notifications, and stay tuned, because things are about to get even scarier. It's a cold winter day, December 29th, 2023. Lomar, from the YouTube channel Paranormal Discovery, is returning to a forest he knows all too well. The last time he was here, he wasn't alone. His friend Blake was by his side. But this time, Lomar is going back alone, determined to uncover the truth behind the haunted cabin they once discovered. As he approaches the small, decaying structure, a strange feeling creeps in.
As of right now, I feel like I'm being watched. Like instantly. I hear people walking in the woods. Maybe that's an animal? What the hell is that? So confused right now. All right. I think that was a helicopter or a plane or something up there. Oh my God, what was that? Guys, I literally just got here and I'm already hearing stuff. What the what's that?
The forest is unnervingly silent. Lomar can't shake the sense that he's being watched. The deeper he ventures into the woods, the stronger his unease becomes. Then, it happens.
To be honest, I've never actually felt so unsafe in my life. And I've felt unsafe in many places. But like being alone on these things it's definitely something else. This is weird. I kind of feel like I get the sense that people come here and do really weird things. Oh my God. The hell was that? Straight up heard movement behind me. I think someone's down there. Like right over there. I don't know, that was really weird. That sounded like it came from the path. I think I gotta get out of here. I think there's one individual here somewhere. I don't get the sense that there's many, but I get the sense that there's like at least one. I don't see anybody. Oh shit! Oh.
A loud whistle slices through the stillness. It sends chills down his spine. Lomar doesn't wait. He takes off running, heart pounding, desperate to find a place to hide.
What is that person doing down there?
The noises around him grow louder, more erratic. Something unseen is out there. Something that seems to be stalking him.
A knife that I will use if someone comes to attack me. I just don't know where he went. Because that was a whistle and clapping. Oh shit. Holy shit.
Lomar crouches in silence, barely breathing, hoping whatever it is will move on. Minutes feel like hours. Finally summoning every ounce of courage, he bolts from his hiding spot and runs, faster than he ever has, until the forest is behind him. He makes it out, safe, shaken, but unharmed. Still, the identity of whatever was out there remains unknown. It's unsettling to think how easily we take the safety of our everyday surroundings for granted. Had Lomar ignored that uneasy feeling deep in his gut, this story might have ended very differently. This is Billy, a man with a deep love for fishing. Whenever he's not working, you'll find him out on the water. Through his YouTube channel, Bassonville 96, Billy shares his passion with the world, from tournament challenges and step-by-step tutorials to unforgettable outdoor adventures. His goal? To entertain, teach, and inspire others to discover the thrill of fishing for themselves. In this video, Billy heads out on a camping and fishing trip with his good friend Chris. Like always, it's all about soaking in the peaceful atmosphere of nature and chasing the rush that comes with landing a great catch. Everything starts off perfectly. Calm weather, a beautiful setting, and plenty of fish biting. But what begins as a relaxing escape quickly turns into something they never expected and never wanted. It's June 13th, 2019. The weather is perfect, and Billy and Chris are having a blast. They've already reeled in several fish, and the day couldn't be going any better. But as they paddle closer to a small cluster of lakeside homes, something unsettling happens. Something that neither of them sees coming.
Okay, well that's goofy. Not a very big one. I'm not even gonna put this one on the scale, I don't think. This is probably barely a keeper, she's kind of skinny. That was cool though. Not what I was expecting. And also I thought it was gonna be very large when it blew up. Okay, okay. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, what's going on? Holy smokes.
You kidding me, dude?
What are you doing?
Be careful, man.
What are you doing? What was going on? Where are you shooting at though? Okay.
I'm shaking up, dude. That was not cool.
That was really close. I literally hit like right there. They hit like freaking 20 feet away from us.
Out of nowhere, a gunshot rings out. For a moment, they're frozen in disbelief, trying to process what just happened. The shot came from one of the nearby houses, and it was close, less than 20 feet away. There was no warning, no explanation, just a loud bang, followed by a man casually saying sorry before walking back inside his house like nothing had happened. Still stunned, the reality of the situation begins to set in. That bullet could have hit either of them. Fear replaces confusion, and without hesitation, Billy and Chris decide to get out of there, fast.
Let's get out of here. I don't like being over here. That's kind of scary.
You're just shooting out in the lake, dude. Hey, what are you?
We had to dip out of there. I don't know. He wouldn't like explain what he was doing either. There was like no geese or anything, but he shot like a 22, probably like within 20 feet of us. It literally scared the crap out of us.
Very close. It ricocheted and hit the water.
Yeah, I have no idea what was going on.
I didn't really want to talk about it around him, but
yeah, didn't want to talk around him. Didn't want to put him on blast or anything.
Oh, he should be put on blast.
Yeah, it seemed like an accident, but he wouldn't like explain himself. Or anything. Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. Hey, why are you shooting a gun in a public lake? Hey, why are you shooting a gun at a public lake? Literally with houses and campers everywhere. But hey, don't do that. That was definitely the first and closest time to me being shot.
I'm very shaken up right now.
And yeah, that was goofy, but we caught a couple of really nice bass, as you guys saw right off the bat. Okay, so that was one of the most absurd things that have ever happened to me on the water. I really don't know how I handled it until I went back and watched the video. I don't think I handled it very well. We definitely should have pursued the dude a little bit more. He kind of just shrugged it off and walked inside. But also, he was carrying a gun, so I really didn't want to, you know, I didn't really want to piss him off or anything. But I'm going to probably take this video footage to the authorities so they kind of know what's going on, because it's not legal to fire a firearm that close to other people. There's literally like kids skiing around the lake. There's people that live like right next to them. I don't know how that's. I don't even know what happened. Like I don't understand what happened.
Whatever just happened, they knew one thing for sure. They needed to put distance between themselves and that armed individual. Whether it was a horrible mistake or something intentional, one thing was clear. They were incredibly lucky. The bullet missed, but just barely. Later, Billy took the footage straight to the local police, leaving the situation in their hands. Confronting someone with a gun, especially when you have no way to defend yourself, simply wasn't worth the risk. On April 5th, 2019, the YouTube channel Appy Mountain Trekker uploaded what looked like just another peaceful solo camping trip. The setup was simple: hike into the mountains, work on a shelter, enjoy some solitude, and maybe do a bit of bushcraft. Nothing out of the ordinary at first. The video starts off exactly how you'd expect. He sets up camp, cooks a hearty meal, and even spends some time carving a wooden spoon by the fire. He jokes about the extra food in his pack, mentioning he doesn't plan on sharing it with any bears, and says he'll stash the leftovers away from the shelter before bed. By 9 p.m., everything seems calm, quiet, controlled. But just an hour later, that peaceful night turns into something else entirely.
Alright guys, we'll give you a quick update. It's about 10 after 10. I laid down about 9 o'clock and I was trying to go to sleep. It took me a while and I was almost asleep, and sometime before 10 I was woke up by something I've never heard in my life. And I know this might sound sensational or something that, I'm not bullshitting. I heard like 4 quick, very loud, deep guttural calls on this ridge behind me, behind camp. There's like a dip on the other side and it goes up to a higher ridge on this backside, and it sounded like it come from over there. But it was like 4 calls, almost like a communication call of some kind. They were back to back, and then there was a pause, and then I heard 2 more. It scared the absolute shit out of me.
At around 10 p.m., as he's lying in his shelter, just starting to drift off, he's jolted awake by a chilling sound echoing from the ridge behind his camp. It's not coyotes, not deer, not anything he's heard before in all his time outdoors. These are deep guttural calls, sharp, echoing, and completely unnatural.
About 1 o'clock, I woke up again. I heard something circling my camp. Whatever it is, it's close. You hear that? Whatever it is, it sounded like there was 2 or 3 of them, and it started on the other side of my camp, went around my perimeter.
At first, it's faint, leaves crunching, twigs snapping, but soon it becomes clear. Something, or more likely multiple things, are circling the camp. The sounds move from one side to the other, back and forth, as if something is pacing around just beyond the edge of the firelight. He listens closely, the pattern, the way the sounds shift. He's convinced there are at least 2 or 3 separate entities out there, not just animals randomly wandering in. There's a rhythm to it, a coordination. They move, pause, move again. He doesn't panic, doesn't yell. He just stays quiet, alert and armed. His instincts tell him not to flee, especially not in the dark on uneven mountain terrain. So he waits and watches. Eventually, the sounds begin to fade. There's no final moment, no sudden silence, just a slow, steady disappearance into the dark. He's not sure what made it leave, or if it's really gone. He never sleeps again that night. When the sun rises, he finally steps out. Everything looks untouched. There are no tracks, nothing left behind. Just the memory of those sounds and the feeling of being watched. Sam, the woman behind the channel Sam Walks a Lot, is no stranger to venturing into eerie places. Her channel is filled with quiet, immersive solo hikes through haunted woods, forgotten ruins, and locations steeped in folklore. But one of her most unsettling experiences came during a solo walk through the infamous Daring Wood, better known as the Screaming Woods. Located near the village of Pluckley, often called the most haunted village in England, this forest has earned its chilling nickname from decades of reported paranormal activity.
Something that seems to be woven into the history of the Screaming Woods that has drawn me here today. The Screaming Woods, officially known as the Daring Woods, stretch just beyond Pluckley's border, with Pluckley being the most haunted village in England. On misty mornings, the gnarled trees stand like silent sentinels, but as darkness falls, they become something else entirely. Legends claim that you can hear blood-curdling screams in the middle of the night, carried by the cold Kentish breeze.
Sam approached the hike with a mix of skepticism and curiosity. For her, it was the perfect spot to explore alone. The walk began like many of her others, peaceful. Birds chirped, the trail was calm, and nothing felt particularly out of the ordinary. But the deeper she ventured into the forest, the more the atmosphere began to shift. The woods grew denser, the air felt heavier, and then came the sounds.
Did you hear that? Been in a few minutes and strange noises already. According to the legends, these are the screams of the people that died here. I'm hearing whistles. There's a wind, there's a rain, and I'm hearing whistles. Well, better keep our eyes peeled. Where do the legends come from? Are those screams tricks on nature, or they're really the echoes of the tragic souls that never found peace? And above all else, what really happened here to fuel all these legends?
Soft metallic clinks, distant whistles, and what sounded like faint voices carried by the wind. The noises didn't fade. They grew more persistent, more difficult to explain away.
The stories here at the Screaming Woods is that of the highwayman of Fright Corner. The highwayman was killed here with a spear thrown at him and then impaled into a tree, and he still roams the woods around the area of Fright Corner, which is literally just on here. And every time I talk about ghosts, there's some noises that are going around. And he still jumps out at people hiding behind the trees like he used to do when he was alive. Another ghost that is said to roam around here is that of the Colonel. Now, the Colonel is described as a shadowy figure. Is said to be a military man, possibly a former soldier, or a landowner from Pluckley. The noises around here. Like many other figures of Pluckley's haunted lore, his identity is not known, and is often seen dangling from one of the trees.
Sam documented 2 specific legends tied to the forest, and strangely, each time she spoke about these stories, the woods seemed to grow quieter, as if they were listening. One legend told of a mass death in 1948. The other spoke of 4 college students who vanished without a trace in 1998. Both stories have floated around online for years, passed through paranormal forums and deep dive YouTube videos. But Sam, ever the realist, was quick to point out she found no official records to support either claim. She suspected these were internet-born tales, crafted to deepen the forest's terrifying reputation. Still, even after debunking them, she couldn't shake the unease. There was a heaviness in the woods that day. Her camera, usually reliable, began acting up, glitching, shaking, even shutting off entirely. It was something that had never happened on any of her previous hikes, and her voice, normally calm and confident, grew quieter, more hesitant. It was clear. Even Sam was starting to feel the weight of the place. What do you think was the most disturbing encounter on this list? Have you ever experienced something unexplainable while camping? Let us know in the comments below.